Hello and welcome back to Culture Mosaic. You're here with me, Lan for the latest updates on the culture scene here in Vietnam. Let's now check out our headlines to see what we have chance to indulge ourselves in today. First, we'll discover the essence of a small bamboo and rattan craft village in the central region of Vietnam. Later, we'll join in an interview with the members of Phillips Academy and listen to the beautiful orchestra and choir melodies. And last but not least, let's dance along a Vietnam-Germany dancing show themed Connect. As usual, local news comes first to give you the most outstanding culture events of the last week. Three movies, Hương Ga, Những đứa con của làng and Lạc giới won Silver Kite Awards in the Best Movie category of the 2014 Golden Kite Awards held in Ho Chi Minh City on Thursday night. This is the top escalade as there is no Golden Kite Award in the Best Movie category. Cường Ngô, director of Hương Ga, also won the Best Director Award, while Trương Ngọc Ánh won a Best Actress Golden Kite for her stellar performance in the same movie. The Best Actor Award went to Trung Dũng for his role in Lạc giới. Nearly 140 cinematic works registered to compete in the 2014 Golden Kite Awards, the annual Vietnamese Film Awards, which is organized by the Vietnam Cinematography Association. The awards honor outstanding works, filmmakers, and artists who have made notable contributions to Vietnamese cinema in the last year. In order to mark the 40th anniversary of Buôn Ma Thuột victory, which liberated Đắk Lắk province in 1975, a historical exhibition opens on Monday. Hundreds of items, photos, and documents on display illustrated the glorious history of Đắk Lắk's people and army in 1975. Under the theme, History and the Country's Sovereignty, this exhibition also depicts Đắk Lắk province's socio-economic changes over the past 40 years. On March the 10th, Đắk Lắk province marks the 40th anniversary of the Buôn Ma Thuột victory, which plays a significant role in the country's reunification in 1975. 4 decades on, the locality has seen major changes. So let's now visit Buôn Ma Thuột to review these historical points.
40 years ago, Lieutenant General Nguyễn Quốc Thước was the chief of staff in Central Highlands battlefield. He had the opportunity to travel to Hanoi to receive orders from General Võ Nguyên Giáp to carry out the Central Highlands campaign.
Đại tướng nói như thế này, không bao lâu nữa chúng ta sẽ giải phóng miền Nam. Câu thứ hai, lúc đại tướng dặn như thế này, chiến dịch này là một chiến dịch đặc biệt, phải thắng. Bộ Tư lệnh Mặt trận Tây Nguyên phải thực hiện cái mặt được quyết tâm của Bộ Chính trị. Tháng 10 năm 1974 thì Bộ Chính trị là quyết định là cái kế hoạch chiến dịch, cái chiến lược 2 năm 75-76 giải phóng hoàn toàn miền Nam.
To prepare for this campaign, the North forces had to clear trees to open the way for the army and bring tanks, artillery, and ordnance across the Serapok River. What decided the victory was the enemy's misinformation that the North forces were planning to attack Pleiku. At 2 a.m. on March 10, 1975, the campaign was officially kicked off with an attack on Hòa Bình and local communes airport and Mai Hắc Đế depot.
Đêm mùng 9 rạng ngày mùng 10 đó, thì khi mà có lệnh thì là ở trong này là bộ đội đặc công với lại mình nổ trước, nổ trong mấy cái sân bay Ban Bình Thuột.
Đấy là nó đưa lại cái thế trận, đưa lại cái tình huống là một ngày bằng 20 năm, nó rút ngắn và cuối cùng chúng ta chỉ 55 ngày để mà giải phóng hoàn toàn miền Nam.
After less than 2 days, Buôn Ma Thuột was liberated and the Central Highlands Battlefield's command was moved near to Bumatut City. The Central Highlands is seen as the key to enter West Saigon, and thanks to its success, the route was significantly shortened. After the victory on March 18, 1975, the Politburo saw the strategic opportunity to reunify the country.
The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism recently issued a document on restoring the traditional festivals of ethnic groups. This is among the national culture targets for this year. The traditional festivals under the target belong to the Hani ethnic group in the northern province of Lai Châu, the Hmong ethnic group in Điện Biên, Pu Piao in Hà Giang, La Ha in Sơn La, Ma ethnic group in the Central Highlands province of Lâm Đồng, and the Bru in the Central province of Quảng Trị. These 6 provinces will each be granted 100 million Vietnamese dong or $4,700 to implement such projects. The provincial departments of Culture, Sports and Tourism will research and document the festivals. We've just gone through the most vibrant events the local culture scene had to offer last week. It's now time for Culture and Lifestyle segment. Vietnam is home to around 3,000 craft villages that make about 200 kinds of different crafts. Over time, many villages develop the expertise to make specialized products to export to other countries. One of those is bamboo and rattan products. In a small village in Nghi Lộc district of Nghệ An province, there remains 50 households who are still keeping up with this traditional handicraft. So let's now visit the village to see how making bamboo and rattan products become a part of their daily life.
Bamboo is so popular and familiar with villagers, especially in the Southeast Asia region. Now, products made from this material are favored in many other countries. These baskets and lamps are made from bamboo and rattan. Mostly, they are used for decoration, furniture, or housing appliances. Nghi Lộc district is located 3 kilometers away from the capital. The craftsmen gather here to make bamboo and rattan products. Nguyễn Mạnh Cần started the job when he was small.
Mây tre đan của làng đây thì cùng làm được ít nhất phải đến 50 năm rồi. Tôi làm cái nghề này thì cùng qua 2-3 đời người rồi. Nhưng mà thực tế nói bây giờ thì tôi làm từ lúc còn nhỏ cho đến tận bây giờ. Thì cái hàng này là cái hàng truyền thống.
Mạnh Cần is making a lamp, one among many other products.
Cái hàng tôi đang còn làm đây, tức là người ta gọi là hàng lồng đèn. Để họ treo lên, để họ bỏ cái bóng đèn ở trong họ treo lên là coi như là khi mà cái bóng đèn đó quay thì coi như là phát ra những cái tia sáng ở trong ra, nhìn rất đẹp.
Rattan and bamboo look the same but are significantly different. Bamboo cannot be curved while rattan is flexible and can be maneuvered in many ways.
Công đoạn đầu tiên là đan cái cổ lồng này, để xong bắt đầu là chắp nan bắt đầu mình lên xong bắt đầu mình găm như những chiếc hàng đó trở thành một chiếc hàng. Đan thì phải là cho đều và trơn.
Craftsmen also use frames for specific items. After completing the craft, they bring their product for a final touch-up. Fire for smoothness. Special glue for firmness.
Đòi hỏi tay nghề phải cao, đòi hỏi tay nghề anh phải trải qua một cái thời kỳ mà anh phải tập để đòi hỏi cái mức độ làm khéo léo thì mới trở thành chiếc hàng đẹp được.
Nghi Lộc craft villages do not have to worry about their product's output, as local businesses take a responsibility to buy their items and export them to other countries.
Chúng tôi đã đưa giáo viên về tận nơi người dân cư trú để đào tạo nghề cho họ và tạo cho người dân ấy, là họ không phải lo về vốn, không phải lo về nguyên liệu đầu vào, không phải lo cái sản phẩm bán đi đâu.
Simple yet elegant, Nghi Loc's bamboo and rattan products are the pride of the Central Coastal region and show the creativity and skill of craftsmen here.
You are tuning in to Culture Mosaic, a weekly journal featuring the rich cultural diversity of Vietnam and vibrant international cultural events happening around the country. We do hope to become the bridge connecting artists and the world with our viewers out there. So don't go away, we have a lot more in this week's installment coming for you in just a moment. As music speaks across cultures, the Phillips Exeter Academy has brought beautiful orchestra and choir melodies as the language to celebrate the 20 years of U.S.-Vietnam friendship. This week's edition of On the Mic will feature an exclusive interview with members of the group during the special journey to Vietnam, so sit back and enjoy.
Travelling halfway across the world, the Phillips Exeter Academy are here to celebrate 20 years of Vietnam-US relations. The 52 musicians from this prestigious 224-year-old institution are aged between 13 and 19. Not only are they representing a new generation of music lovers, but also a new generation of American friends to Vietnam. So today I have the pleasure of joining them at one of their rehearsals just before the concert tour in Vietnam. So let's have a little chat, shall we? Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good. Wonderful, thank you.
Okay, cool. So welcome to Vietnam. What has made you decide to come over here and embark on such a special journey to this country?
I think we've realised that as part of our mission we really need to bring our students into contact with other cultures and countries so that education becomes something that is realised in actually meeting people from all over the world as opposed to just studying it in isolation in our school. And it's been a dream actually to come here and have the same kind of exchange between Vietnam and the United States.
Jonathan, I'm aware that you have a Vietnamese background and your mum is from here. So what does it mean for you to perform in the country of your own mother, and what was her reaction?
Coming back to the country that I actually have roots from is like very, very different. And because my dad is obviously, he's white, he's from America, and my mom's from Vietnam. She was actually ecstatic. Same with my dad. My dad's actually almost more obsessed with, than my mom is about Vietnam. Like they even, I believe they offered to be chaperones on the tour, but I don't think they were allowing any of the parents to come, so they didn't end up coming. But they're very happy. They're asking me to send pictures and stuff like that. So it's like we're doing this whole relation type of thing where it's America mixing with Vietnam and the love and compassion and like coming together. And so I feel like it almost is like represents me in this sort of way. Like it's kind of this coming together. So it feels good to like really kind of come and do that sort of thing.
So this concert's all about you, man.
Yeah.
So what was it like to get to work together and perform with some of the Vietnamese musicians?
It was really fun to have like those first rehearsals, especially with the students. I know that we're all working on language exchange and really learning about the different styles that characterize our music. I know when we sang the Vietnamese pieces that we're performing together, we kind of helped each other with pronunciation and with understanding the themes of the song. And there are things that one of the students who was singing next to me, she said that there are things that she's grown up with. They're just such a natural part of who she is and how she defines herself that it's a really helpful way to understand the ways that we're really connected. So it's been a lot of fun, and we had some good times trying to act out what exactly is this and what does this mean. So it's been already a fascinating cultural exchange.
Like Mr. Smith said, music is kind of like a universal language, and it's very, very helpful, and I guess very easy to be able to like come and do this and like tomorrow do more rehearsals with more and more people.
Within only a 3-hour workshop, these American and Vietnamese musicians put together a collaboration performance featuring Vietnamese chèo and orchestral elements with choir singing. Yet, this was their very first encounter.
Đây là lần đầu tiên mình được giao lưu với cả các bạn Mỹ, thì cảm giác rất là lạ lẫm, và các bạn lại rất thích học những cái câu hát, cái lời hát của cái bài hát đấy, và thực sự là các bạn ấy rất là nhanh.
You know, like me personally, I've always been like very attached to music, and my parents they're kind of like back and forth. They're not like hardcore musicians or anything. Like they'll listen to music. And it's really kind of like being able to come and play music that's like finding my own way to kind of like connecting between like my parents or like my grandfather's relation and his close ties, and then like my mom's kind of like more Americanized version of like Vietnamese culture.
And so, Vietnamese and American cultures finally became one through the tunes of an extract from the Chèo play, Đường Trường Duyên Phận. This collaborative piece talks about welcoming friends from far away to the village, except these friends answered the host friendliness with orchestral instruments. So growing up in the 70s, what does it mean for you to bring the new generation to Vietnam and experience a whole new atmosphere?
It's a wonderful thing. It's the best possible. It kind of closes the loop for me on my purpose as a teacher. It's really what I want to do with my life. Yeah, that's a big thing for me. Yeah. So I would say that when I experienced in the 70s that music could bridge cultures. So Vietnam, for me, was the country that was left out of the mix, because I've traveled to, in the 4 years in the 70s, I did travel in Asia. I traveled to 16 countries, from Papua New Guinea to Pakistan, and all over Southeast Asia, but at the time not to Vietnam. So in collaboration with my colleagues at the Academy, we have dreamt about doing something like this for a long time. And when the idea of Vietnam surfaced, it was just like, yes, we're going to do this.
What special treats do you plan to bring to Vietnam this year?
We really thought very, very hard about the music we chose to bring on this trip, because it has this purpose of cultural exchange, and in keeping with the theme of the 20th anniversary between the United States and Vietnam. So we wanted to bring American music. That was one thing. So the basic theme is it's about making the best of our lives and the future. That's the theme. It's profoundly moving, And I think it's important to remember that Leonard Bernstein was a great activist for peace. Also spoke out, was very involved in the time of the American war in Vietnam, in opposing that. And that's something I think that we have in the back of our minds, or we don't want to focus on the past. Because this music is really about the future and about bringing people together. The final thing I'd just like to say is, in keeping with the theme we're here for, to celebrate friendship and the future, peace and innovation, is that the connections we'll make will last and grow into other connections between people into the future. And these green shoots will grow, and we're just so thrilled to see Vietnam be a country that has a great future.
Speaking of the future, I just have one very last question for you. Do you have any future plans to collaborate with Vietnamese musicians in the future?
Well, I would be very, very interested in coming back and working in Vietnam and doing any kind of teaching in collaboration with musicians here that is possible. I'm certainly hoping to do that in the future.
Okay, great. So that's it for this edition of On the Mic. Simply just stay tuned and goodbye for now.
Vietnamese and German cultures now can get closer to each other as the two countries' artists are meeting together in a music show featuring artistically innovative lighting and sound technology. Themed Connect, the show offers Vietnamese audience the most creative ever and exciting audio-visual experiences. How hip-hop dancing has been combined with the light, space, and the movement? Let's have a look.
Chúng ta hãy cùng nhau chia sẻ, kết nối lại với nhau và cùng thực hiện một giấc mơ chung. Connect.
Light performance and visual effects together with hip-hop dancing have been effective tools to boost the show's meaning. The audience here was led to the questions: are we leading technology or being dominated by it? Does technology have developed the creative abilities of each individual? The answer to these questions lies in the show Connect, with the participation of choreographer Raphael Hillebrand and artist Phạm Khánh Linh from Cine. The show represents the language of modern life in which people are losing connections among each other. Its meaning has also been boosted by visual effects and motion combined with unique music.
Tôi nghĩ chưa bao giờ tại Việt Nam sử dụng cái nghệ thuật thị giác 3D, hình ảnh 3D kết hợp với các loại hình nghệ thuật hình thể, và tôi nghĩ đây là một cái điểm sáng tạo và rất là mới tại Việt Nam.
Today, technology is so important for us, and often we use technology and it separates us. We feel more lonely than actually before, even though we have more Facebook friends than ever before we had. So I think it's an interesting topic. How can we use technology to connect our dreams and really be together?
These dancers have only 2 weeks before the show debuts. Each of them spends about 12 hours per day practicing. Still, this is a great opportunity for them to exchange. Raphael and Khánh Linh from Cine started working with each other in 2004 when they were both amateurs. Their first co-production, Faces, was released in 2008 and has been performed in many countries around the world. Now Raphael Hillebrand has further developed his vision of hip-hop in various theaters and by completing studies in choreography. And Sine and Khánh Linh have meanwhile repeatedly been awarded the title Best B-Boy Crew of South Asia.
Chúng tôi đã có sự kết nối với nhau từ rất là lâu, và khi làm việc chúng tôi hiểu được cách làm việc của nhau như thế nào, và chúng tôi hiểu được phần việc của mình sẽ phải làm ra sao. Sự kết nối trong cách làm việc, sự kết nối trong việc sẻ chia cái ý tưởng, sẻ chia cái công việc, nó là một phần giúp cho chúng tôi làm việc khá là nhanh chóng.
Together, they have brought a fascinating repertoire to the audience and shared their own dreams.
Em nghĩ là mỗi người nghệ sĩ họ tạo ra một tác phẩm thì họ đều là dùng chất xám của mình và sức lao động của mình, thì em nghĩ là kỳ này em sẽ học hỏi được rất nhiều và qua tác phẩm này.
I want to bring people together and to share things. Often we have a dream and we go with this dream, but if you have a dream of being somebody or being a dancer or feeling the rhythm or creating art, we can use our dreams to connect, and through technology you can do that.
In Vietnam, hip-hop to some extent is still considered underground. People who pursue it are mainly youngsters. However, thanks to its influential features, hip-hop is spreading all over the world. Parallel with the evolution of hip-hop music, connection among hip-hop lovers has also been tightened. These people, with their painstaking creativity, are demonstrating that hip-hop is becoming an art genre that holds significant artistic values. I hope that you've enjoyed the show so far. Please feel free to contact us at coachmosaic@vtv.vn with any comments and suggestions you may have, or to tell us about any cultural events you've been to and upload your own videos as well. You can always watch repeats of our programs online at our website at vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.